why you should start a YouTube channel today, 2024. My name is Pepper Days Amar, and I just want to have a candid conversation on YouTube, YouTube growth, why I think YouTube is a great opportunity for most people, how it has been benefiting me in my life, and how I think it could probably benefit you also. And so I want to kind of share a little bit about that. I've been in YouTube now for over 10 years, in some form or fashion. This channel, while it's relatively new, is in a different niche, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. It has been a wonderful blessing. I've kind of did some other things in other areas, some other channels before, but this channel, how I put this, I think is my main channel. This is my main thing. Everything I've done before has been done to kind of lead me, I believe, to where I am right now, and this wonderful platform that I believe is going to not only help people, including myself, but also give me some opportunities for the future, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me just tell you about this video right now. I was kind of really in my head as to how to do this. Was this going to be a hands-on, behind the scenes of, what it takes to do a YouTube video, a YouTube channel, things of that nature. And I decided to step back a little bit, not to do too much as far as concerning the technical aspects of it, but rather to kind of just have this as a chat, where I could kind of share some things that I've learned on my journey, some things that I feel can help you, and once again, why I think you should launch your YouTube channel today in 2024. Why it's not too late. There are a lot of people thinking out there you've missed the boat, and I'll share with you in a little bit how I believe it's never too late. So let's just talk about it for a little bit. Why do I believe it's not too late? All right, let's just throw that on the floor since I brought it up. I don't believe it's too late because of the fact that people are being discovered every single day from YouTube. I think right now the algorithm is a little more fair in exposure. And so if you have a content that is good content, I believe the way the algorithm is, and don't get me wrong, there are many frustrations with the algorithm. However, I think that it does give an opportunity for younger, smaller channels to get some exposure in ways that they had not been able to get in the past. And so I think these things are being designed to make sure that there is equity in people, the smaller channels, that they have opportunity and exposure, and that it won't be a setback for others to get in and start seeing some success early on. So I love YouTube, and I believe it's still a great opportunity. I came in to the ASMR niche, so I tried my hand at a few different niches with the same channel that I'm on right now. I think I had it as amazing animals. I was going to do animal videos and kind of talk about animals, and then did a happy, healthy healing, which I was going to talk about herbs and natural remedies and things that I was learning and interested in, things of that nature, and then sharing that information with other people. The problem that neither of those channels succeeded was because of the secret formula that I'm going to give you right now. The secret sauce as to what's going to keep you successful, or successful might not be the word, but what's going to keep you motivated to continue doing videos. This is what I have found. The secret to all of that is finding the right niche. And finding the right niche consists of a lot of throwing sometimes some things up against the wall, a lot of discovery, a lot of trial and error. But finding the right niche is going to be so important, because that's how you're going to establish your audience. That's how you're going to build your audience. That's how you're going to find your tribe. That's how, so you've got to figure it out yourself first, then put it out there, and then let the algorithm do its work in trying to get out there and match the right people and put your content in front of the right faces and all of that. And so this is it's a journey. Let me just set some expectations. Don't think that you put up 10 videos and you're gonna go viral. It happens sometimes, but it's not the norm. And so I just want to be realistic. This work is a grind. It's a grind. Most people are going to start out part-time, like I am, and there's some people that will, dedicate completely to their YouTube. Whatever it is you do, but just go at it, but recognize the fact that it's going to be a journey. It's not going to, be a short amount of time. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to invest in yourself. You're gonna have to grow. You're gonna have to try different things. And one of the things, the most challenging things on the internet, is the fact that everybody's watching you. You know what I mean? They're seeing your growth. They're seeing the setbacks. They're seeing, and there's a lot of fear in that. There's a lot of fear that people, are not pleased with what you put up or this or that. And so you really have to be secure in yourself. You really have to be secure in yourself, because you are going to get a lot of pushback. And there are a lot of people that quit because some member, some person, some user, said something, or they disapproved of what you were doing or how you were doing it or whatever. And you get internet bullies just like you have in regular life, and if not more. And you get people that criticize, and sometimes even more. But I've also found the exact opposite. Especially in our ASMR communities, I found them to be very encouraging and uplifting and supporting to content creators, large and small alike. And so I found a home in the ASMR community, and this is where I'm going to get to now. It took me a little while to get here, but to the secret sauce. The secret sauce is finding that thing that you can do, that thing that you can do, that superpower that you have, and putting that on display. What do I mean by that? I am naturally a storyteller. All right, I'm a storyteller, and I'm also, I've also acted and things like that. Also, those are things I find fun. Those are things I enjoy. Those are things I'm good at. Those are things I'm good at. I was good at it before ASMR roleplays. I was good at it, because I worked in that, and I have fun in that. And that's the other key. Find something that you're good at, and that you can have fun at doing. And once again, if it doesn't feel like work, and it feels more like play, then you found yourself a creative outlet that is sustainable. That's sustainable, because we all need play. We all need creative outlets. We all need those. And so you find the right fit. I tried my hands at so many channels, YouTube channels, some successful for seasoned, some not. But I tried my hand, and I've been searching for years, for my right fit finding where what slipper my foot really fit into. And for years, listen, I'm telling you this for a reason. For years, I tried my hands at different channels. My most successful channel that I got up was like a news channel that I got to 20,000 subscribers. But I was doing. It was a hard channel to manage. News is so flighty. It's not really, it's here for a moment and gone the next day. And so it took a lot of management of that channel, and it just wasn't sustainable. I had done other channels. I love cooking. I had a cooking channel. For me, it wasn't sustainable. My love for cooking didn't really transfer into my love for making cooking videos. There's a whole different setup, a whole different thing that's just not, I'm more of a off the cuff, sporadic. I can just get in the kitchen, whip it up, Well, you got to be very strategic in creating cooking videos. What angles you want to do, and I've done a few. Don't get me wrong, but it takes a lot more work for me, and that's one of the barriers of entry. If you can eliminate some of those barriers for starting some videos, it'll help your process also. For example, for me, I created this room here. This is a green screen room. So I have a specific place, a specific space. Lighting here, I've got different things. My microphone, so I've created already a place. So I don't have to set up anything, all right? I'd rather do the setup one time. And then so now I just come into the space and I can just basically turn on the lights, turn on my phone, and connect my microphone to it and start. Low barrier of entry, right? Any videos that I've done that really needed a whole lot more, like maybe going outside and all that stuff, it takes me a lot more to create those. But in here, I have a safe space. I understand the flow here and all that, and I can just get going. So if you can eliminate a lot of those barriers, it just helps, once again, to be a little more sustainable. When you gotta set up for everything and break down for everything every time, there's gonna be days you get up and you go, I don't feel like setting up. I don't feel like breaking down. I just want to create. So that's one key. Another thing is recognize that there are no boundaries, right? You're gonna have to find your niche, what you're good at, what you're specifically skilled for, and all that. And then what I suggest that you do is then start diving into that, learning it and all that. I took time to start looking at ASMR videos and role plays, and then looking at the other YouTubers that are in the same space. And while, truthfully, I was not a person that consumed ASMR content. I didn't even know what ASMR was. But I've dived into the community and started learning, and now it's almost 2 years now that I've been in the ASMR community, and I feel I'm a part of the community now. But I was an outsider looking in. And so that can also be a little scary also. And here's the key I was sharing with earlier. There was a great rise that I missed out on in ASMR. I mean, a huge rise for some people. There were people that were in the ASMR space, and especially over COVID, because of the fact that COVID left a void, there were a lot of channels that arose rapidly and all of that. And I came in way after that, way after the rise. And of course, popularity of ASMR has grown also. So I wasn't part of that train. And so early on, I started thinking myself, especially early on, that my channel wasn't growing as quickly as I thought it should be. Really, still isn't. But nevertheless, I thought to myself, well, maybe it's because, I missed the boat. And I determined, I think I was looking at some other videos and things of that nature, and they're just like, look, one of the things, if you're in a niche that's oversaturated and things of that nature, and this goes really for any niche, not only for oversaturated niches, but especially for oversaturated niches. If you feel that this is a space you really want to be in, then what you need to do in this is really sub-niche. Really, find your unique angle. Your unique angle. Now, I'll tell you my unique angle. My unique angle is I'm a storyteller. So in my role plays, there's usually a story. You're usually immersed into story, something that's happening, something that's going on. There's a beginning and an end, and some conflict in between, or there's a plot. There's a reason why you're there listening. So not only the sounds and not only the visuals and all that, but you get to walk along in a story. And some of these characters that I have, it's almost like a little series that's going on. I get a chance to create, and this is a blessing that I have to be able to create these things. It's an outlet. It's an form of expression. It's and at the same time, I package it in such a way that it becomes part of who I am, and I distribute it and I give this out to the audience. That's a fearful thing for some people. Here, look at me. Look what I give you. But it's a beautiful thing also, isn't it? Especially when it's received. Especially if it's received. And luckily, and like I said, in the ASMR community, there's a lot of support here in the community. And so we had lots of channels. Lots of expressions, lots of things, but what I've done is try to sub-niche and make myself different than everyone else. I noticed that a lot of ASMR artists try to look and sound the same or do the same things, and it's really the difference. And you can still grow that way also. But I think it's the uniqueness that really draws people to certain other channels also within that to go, this one does it a little bit different. Like for instance, Renzi and Samar, he does a lot of fast and aggressive stuff, and Ham ASMR does a lot of fast and aggressive kind of stuff. But then you've got, other people that mellow and slow and all of that. Well, you know what? Some days I like hot coffee. Some days I like iced coffee. Some days I like mocha. And sometimes I like peppermint tea. You know what I mean? So having all of those different varieties. So what I'm just really saying is be you. And don't think like you have to be like this person or that person. You can just be you and do you. And there is an audience out there for that. And that's going to really get me into this really last part. One of the things why start a YouTube channel, it gives you an opportunity and a means by which to be able to express yourself, to share your passions. Right now through this channel, I share relaxation. I share information. I mentor people even through this channel. I help people that are going through different, I mentor people that are going through different things, crises and things of that nature. How? With the story. Through a story, people identify not just with you, but with themselves also. And so storytelling is essential in any successful YouTube channel, I believe. Look at Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast tells stories. Come on. He tells a story. And at the beginning of the video, he lays out what you're going to do. And by the end of the video, you've gone through all these different things to come to a conclusion. And usually his have dramatic finishes. All right? So, he's telling a story. We're all telling the story. And all that. So find out ways in which you can be a good storyteller and share yourself with the world. Some of you have a great passion in cooking, and so you can share that cooking with others. You can share maybe a unique style of cooking. Maybe it's Scandinavian cooking that many people don't know anything about, but because they don't know anything about it, people love cooking and learning new things. Maybe that attracts someone to it. Maybe you have a hobby or something that you would like to share your own unique way. There are some things that you've learned, and now all of a sudden you have a platform to be able to express and offer this your uniqueness to the world. You know, I'll tell you something that motivated this video today. This video was motivated by a couple of people that have been asking me. I've had 2 conversations the last 2 days on people that want to get in, and they weren't even thinking about YouTube. They just want to make a difference. They want to find ways to be able to express themselves, to share the gifts that God has given to them, to the world. And so it got me to thinking, like, there are so many people out here who need the motivation to start. And that's why, so I was going through my head, what am I going to do? Am I going to show you the tips and tricks on how to go in, sign into YouTube and do this and do that? No, this is the first video I'm going to do right now, talking about this topic. Why start? And I want to encourage you to start today. Yeah. I want you to look at my channel for a moment. I want you to go back to one of my early videos. You're gonna see Dr. CB. Let me pull this up right now, since it's right here. I'm gonna look at my own channel, and I want you to see something about this journey. Now, I'm gonna sort my videos to the oldest. So I survived Dr. CB Duck Flower Challenge, and then the very first thing that kind of looks like, no, that doesn't even look like it. So you can see a video on March 8th, 2021, that was Bedtime Stories for Adults, a sleep guide. So I was always fascinated with and use guided meditations, things of that nature. So while it's not ASMR, it's kind of similar cousins, relaxation, things of that nature. So I even started back doing that in early 2021, but it wasn't until, let's see, here we are, the first ASMR video, May 19th, 2022. ASMR morning wake up goals, motivation, productivity, make it happen today. All right, so you're going to see probably about a handful of videos where I'm just trying to test different things of editing and all that. And my first ASMR role play video, here we go, the Uber driver, May 31st, 2022. So it's been about 2 years now I've been doing ASMR roleplay videos. And this is where I'm supposed to be. This is it. I know eventually at some point my editing will get better and all that, but at the core of it, I'm an actor. I'm a teaching actor. I'm a sharer. I'm a connector through the camera and all that. I know the gifts, and I know what I am and what I have, and that, my friend, is important. Know who you are. You don't have to be me. You don't have to have my gifts. You know, and you can be, and I'm excuse me for these terms and these labels. You can be fat. You can be skinny. You can be ugly. You can be the most gorgeous model. You can be anything in between. You can be living in U.S. You can be living in South Africa. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. there's a tribe for you, and there's something in you that's worthy of bringing out and sharing with the world. You would be surprised how many emails, comments on videos I get regarding, the impact that these videos have made on someone's life and all that. I just want you to think about that for a moment. These are videos, but they're making an impact. What kind of impact can you make? What's in you that needs to come out and be shared with the world? All right, I think I'm gonna leave it here. If you want more, let me know. Put them in the comments below. This is more of a motivational. Of course, there's tips and tricks and anything else that we can do also. But I think I'm just gonna stop here with this. And if there is are questions, put them in the comments. And if I get enough questions, I'll do another video. And if this video does well enough, then I'll create more to kind of help you guys out. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there and just share with you. The boat, you haven't missed the boat. There's still great opportunities out there. I guess one of the other things, obviously, that people ask regarding YouTube is it financially rewarding? And that's the other aspect of it, beyond just having a platform that you can be able to give to others and be able to share the gifts that God has given to you with others. There's a financial reward to this on the other side once you get monetization. And there are a lot of ways to be monetized and paid for what you're doing. And if I could just say something, having a long-term view is probably the best thing for YouTube. Don't expect a year, 2 years. Give yourself work like you're working for till tomorrow, but your expectation needs to be kind of put out there. I say that just so you don't get frustrated. I think one of the biggest things on YouTube, you see even big, large channels that all of a sudden just stop. It's burnout. And so it takes a lot to do, to do this on a consistent basis, because consistency is important when you're dealing with YouTube. But that same consistency is the consistency needed. The consistency that's needed is the same consistency that will burn you out if you haven't implemented some of the other things I was sharing with you. Remember, find a niche that's fun for you. And if it's fun, it's not going to feel like work, And if it's an expression, that's why I'm really emphasizing it being something from within that you want to express and give out, because then you'll see a purpose in what you're doing. But if there's no purpose in what you're doing, then it can fade out also. So, all right, I said I was going to stop. I think I'm going to stop about right here. So, why start a YouTube channel today in 2024? Started because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the world. And you owe it to your own future. I told myself, I said, I had stopped doing anything on YouTube because of frustrations and burnout from the past. And I projected 5 years. I said, look, if I had stuck to doing even a little bit 5 years ago, there's no doubt I'd be million subs right now on any of the channels that I did, that I was on, or some of them. But the problem was consistency. I couldn't stay consistent. And why couldn't I stay consistent? I couldn't stay consistent because of the fact that I got burned out. It wasn't fun. I was just trying to make videos to try to make a couple extra dollars. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But it wasn't until I found joy in what I was doing, and I find joy in creating ASMR videos, and people see that. They can tell on the other end. You guys can tell. Audiences are smart. I find that out often. But if it's fun, if it's not just work, and if you're not just looking for $1, then you can really build something. And the platform here on YouTube has opened so many doors for other people. Right now, I'm starting to feel like there's something big is going to happen soon. I just feel it. I feel it. I sense it, because there's indicators. There's little hints that are already out there right now. But it took me 2 years to even start getting these indicators. And it took me 2 years of grinding. Look at my channel. Hold on a second. I've got 687 videos. That's in 2 years, basically. I only have about 10 videos of the other channels that was left over from one of the other channels. So in 2 years, I created over 687 videos. Crazy. I was grinding, been grinding, and I still believe that there's a lot more to do, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop, and so, but I am going to stop this video. All right, I'll see y'all later. Put in the comments below. Let me know if you want more of this. Subscribe right here, Peppered ASMR. God bless, and I hope that you, too, find true success in whatever you put your hand to do. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.